Roswell, New Mexico is famous for one thing, the Roswell incident. The story goes a UFO crashed northwest of Roswell, and the local Army Air Base recovered the debris and eventually covered it up, allegedly. We were heading west and made a point to stop by and see what is really going on in Roswell, New Mexico.
You almost got me.
After the Stubborn American rally in Oklahoma, we were heading west across the southern portion of the Great Plains. Having a large distance to cover between fill-ups, Caitlin's bike was dangerously low on fuel, so we stopped to use one of our fuel canisters on the outskirts of town. Yeah, we just topped her off with gas, and we should be coming up to a gas station shortly, so should be okay, but we also want a U-turn because we missed the Roswell sign. And I got a little gasoline on my finger. Oh no. We were at the welcome sign taking a photo when I had to remind Caitlin. Remember, Caitlin, the truth is out there. And we intended to find that truth as we rode into the sun setting on downtown Roswell. We quickly noticed all the alien themes and decorations around town.
Aliens! Everywhere! Aliens!
In 1947, crashed debris was found on a ranch outside of Corona, New Mexico. The military came to recover the debris and eventually told the local news station that they had recovered a flying saucer. That story was changed to a weather balloon shortly after, but the small city of Roswell has since capitalized on the story, using it to drive tourism. We decided to start our investigation at the International UFO Museum and Research Center.
Caitlin here from Scrambler Stories News. We are here in Roswell, New Mexico to check out to see the legitimacy of UFO sightings. We decided to investigate here at the UFO Museum to make sure that we know exactly what we're looking for. Now, in the museum, you're going to see some very fun and interesting artifacts and information, but also some believable stories. Now, we did not see any real aliens inside, but that does not mean that they have not been here. We have seen some footprints around town. They could be real, they could be faked. Again, we may never know.
That night, instead of seeing UFOs, we were visited by rainstorms.
Our first rain. Luckily, we're at a hotel, but we're having to keep an eye on the weather because the balloon festival might be getting rained out when we would be going this weekend. It's supposed to be raining here between Albuquerque and Roswell basically until next Monday, and it's Wednesday, so we shall see. But our bikes needed a little cleaning off anyway, so our bikes are getting cleaned off. Mainly Chris's, because it's filthy. So Chris and I went to the International UFO Museum yesterday, and there were some pretty credible stories, but, I just really don't know if aliens exist yet or not. I don't know. Maybe I'll see one while I'm here.
Trying to figure out what's going on with my bike. There's a clunky clunk sound, like there's something in the wheel as it goes around and around. I've had it ever since Oklahoma, maybe when I dropped the bike. And I'm not too sure what it is. I don't hear it when I put the bike on the center stand. I don't hear it when I push the bike. It's only when my weight is on it, but nothing appears to be loose. I might just be taking parts off and putting them back on and see if that changes anything. And of course, nothing right then and there. I heard it when I first was going. I'm gonna go around the parking lot a little more. Maybe it magically fixed itself. I don't know. I'm not noticing it. I don't know, but I'm hungry.
Okay. Something was just smelling good.
We were told that there was a crash landing here on Main Street in Roswell, New Mexico, but it turns out it is only a McDonald's shaped like a UFO. No aliens inside, just crappy food.
Since we were searching for what locals do, we went to the only brewery in town, Black Cock Brewing. Hey, I didn't name it. Here they actually make seltzers and ices with alcohol, not beers. But they do have guest beers on tap for those that prefer hops, like myself. They had karaoke the night we went, and I volunteered Caitlin for singing duties. So we're here at a laundromat in Roswell, New Mexico, just getting some laundry done. So one of the things you gotta do when you're traveling, clothes get dirty, you gotta clean them. So a hotel that we're staying at didn't have any laundry, so here we are getting our laundry done. I also took this opportunity to get my bike washed. You can see it's still, a couple washes, and it's like some dirt is like permanent in some places. This thing really needs a scrub. Bike was maybe not the best idea after all. Still haven't seen any aliens.
Another false story of Wait, this just in. There is an actual alien sighting outside of the Dunkin' Donuts. We are on our way there now. We will see our alien. The last report of an alien spotted outside of Dunkin' Donuts was also a false report. It is just a mere statue of an alien. We do apologize here at Scrambler Stories News for all the false reports. We may never know if there was an actual alien here in Roswell or not. But do you believe?
Talking to a lot of the locals, asking them, what there is to do, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of good options for them. Everyone kind of told us to go to Roswell, which is a smaller town.
Where's a good place to go for motorcycles? So we heard that.
So it's kind of left us with a hypothesis that, perhaps the businesses in Roswell cater to the tourists so much that not enough people are catering to the locals.
But Roswell does have one thing going for it, and that's art. Much like most of New Mexico, the city is covered with it. From murals on buildings, businesses, even an art museum. The city has vibrant art all over the place, much of it embracing what Roswell is most famous for.
Thank you, Jim, and the rest of our support team over on Patreon. Not only does Jim send in every Red River Scramble on his Triumph, he posts the best memes on Instagram at Jim is a Clone. If you enjoy the videos we produce and want to help us continue making content, consider joining our Patreon, where you can see ad-free videos before the rest of the world. Thanks for watching, take care, and scramble on.